The Chinese Z-10ME and the American AH-64E Apache are both modern, purpose-built attack helicopters, but they differ significantly in size, power, and combat heritage. The Z-10ME, developed by Chonghe Aircraft Industries and Kiaik, is a lighter platform with a maximum takeoff weight of around 7.5 tons, powered by twin WZ-9 or uprated WZ-16 turboshaft engines producing up to 1,600 shaft horsepower each. It can reach speeds of about 270 kilometers per hour, has a range of roughly 800 kilometers, and carries a 23mm chain gun, Z-10 anti-tank missiles, TY-90 air-to-air missiles, and various rocket pods. The ME variant is optimized for hot, high, and dusty environments, offering improved armor protection and export-oriented systems. The AH-64E Apache, built by Boeing, is heavier at over 10.4 tons maximum takeoff weight and is powered by more powerful GET-700-GE-701D engines generating nearly 2,000 shp each. It is faster at 293 kilometers per hour, with a shorter combat radius of around 480 kilometers, but significantly higher payload capacity. Armed with a 30mm M230 chain gun, AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, Hydra 70 rockets, and Stinger air-to-air missiles. It also features the Longbow fire control radar, advanced networking capability, and a proven combat record in multiple conflicts. While the Z-10ME emphasizes agility, export affordability, and adequate firepower for regional needs, the Apache dominates in raw power, sensor integration, battlefield networking, and survivability against sophisticated threats. If the Z-10ME and AH-64E Apache met in a head-on battlefield engagement, the outcome would depend heavily on detection range, sensor quality, missile capability, pilot training, and battlefield support. But on paper, the Apache holds several decisive advantages. The AH-64E Apache benefits from its ANAPG-78 Longbow radar, which allows target detection and engagement beyond visual range, even in adverse weather or with terrain masking. Its AGM-114 Hellfire missiles have a range of up to 8 kilometers, and in newer variants beyond that, meaning it could engage the Z-10ME before the Chinese helicopter even comes into its own optimal firing range. The Apache's superior networking systems can also feed targeting data from UAVs and ground radars, allowing it to strike without exposing itself directly. Additionally, its armor protection and combat-proven survivability measures give it a better chance of surviving hits. The Z-10ME, while lighter and more agile, would be at a disadvantage in pure sensor versus sensor duels. Its HJ-10 ATGMs have a similar range to the Hellfire, around 7 to 10 kilometers in the latest versions. But without the Apache's integrated Longbow radar and global networking, it might rely more on optical/infrared sighting, which can be degraded by weather, smoke, or countermeasures. The Z-10ME's agility and smaller size could make it harder to hit in close-range engagements, and its TY-90 short-range air-to-air missiles could give it an edge if both helicopters close in within a few kilometers. In a pure head-on duel without external support, the Apache would likely fire first due to its superior radar and targeting systems, giving it the initial advantage. If the Z-10ME survived the first volley and managed to close distance rapidly, using terrain for cover, it could level the playing field with maneuverability and short-range missiles. However, in most open battlefield conditions, the Apache's longer reach, advanced targeting, and heavier payload make it the more lethal opponent. Who can fire first in an AAM duel? Detection factor. The Apache, with its Longbow radar and advanced sensor suite, will detect the Z-10ME first in most conditions. However, radar is less useful for cueing heat-seeking AMMs. Here, infrared, optical sensors, and helmet-mounted sights matter more. Missile range factor. The TY-90's tilde 6 kilometer range is longer than the Stinger's tilde 4.8 kilometer. So if both helicopters detect each other at the same time, the Z-10ME could theoretically fire first. Practical engagement. In reality, the Apache's superior networking and situational awareness may let it position itself for an earlier shot despite the shorter missile range. But in a pure visual range dogfight, the Z-10Me's TY-90 likely gets the first launch opportunity and has better agility for hitting maneuvering helicopters.